Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. We are continuing on the videos for the month of May of coins that you can find in circulation and subsequently sell for a lot of money. Okay, the big main idea of this particular video and subsequent videos for the entire month is to focus on coins that you don't have to get graded. Okay, that's the important part. Because I've had a lot of requests for such videos. Blue Ridge, what can I find out there? I don't want to obligate myself to pay tons of money to get things graded, but I want to be able to find some neat errors. I want to be able to find some pretty cool varieties, and maybe, just maybe, turn around, sell it, make a nice little tidy profit. I think I can help. Your boy Sean has come up with a lot of great topics to discuss for the month. So in this particular video, we're going to talk about probably one of the most popular, if not more controversial, state quarters, and that's the Wisconsin state quarter. Okay, now we're going to talk about both the P and D because it's both worth mentioning. But at the end of this video, ultimately, we're going to have information on two of the most recognized varieties ever in modern coins, and that's the high and low leaf variants. We're going to talk a little bit about how these were made and produced. There is also a little bit of controversy surrounding the makeup of such a variety. So we're going to get into all that, plus do a little quick market analysis on how much these are selling for raw, not graded, raw, on the secondary market. So it should be a lot of fun. But before we get started, if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell for instant notifications. Throughout the summer, I'll be doing flash giveaways. So it's important to get the bell rung on there, no pun intended, so that way you guys have the inside track to such giveaways like free silver, free nice rare coins, flash Amazon gift card giveaways. This is going to be my way of giving back to the community between now and the end of the summer. So it should be a lot of fun. So go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. So the coin that you see on screen here is the Wisconsin State Quarter. Okay, this is going to be the topic of conversation in this video. How much are these coins worth? Well, that's a great question. First, like always, we're going to start out with a quick little mintage check. How many of these were produced by the U.S. Mint? As we all know, the State Quarter program single-handedly did its job in, number one, infusing excitement into the coin market, and number two, it brought a whole mess of new collectors into numismatics. So all in all, the U.S. Mint did a fantastic job at excelling on both of those kind of high points for the program. All right, so that's important. So we're going to go ahead and use the red book here as a basis for the mintage. Okay, so the Philadelphia minted coin, 226,400,000. Okay, so that's how many were produced for Philly. Denver is pretty similar at 226,800,000. All right, so the U.S. Mint produced quite a few of these coins. All right, are they rare by themselves? No. They still come up in circulation quite often. So, what I like to do when it comes to evaluating the prices of singular coins, what I like to do is go on eBay. Of course, it is probably one of the top one or two websites that you could go to get market values today, in this moment. How much are these coins selling for? So, we are in the coins and paper money section of eBay. We're going to go into Coins US, and then real simple, we're going to go ahead and type in 2004 Wisconsin quarter, and then we're just going to go ahead and see how much these things are selling for, not only raw but probably graded as well. So we're going to look at the let's see, we're going to do best match on here, but importantly, we're going to go up here into advanced, and we are actually going to do sold listings. All right, let's see what is actually sold on these. So there's a few graded quarters. Mid-State 68 here, PCGS, sold for 45 bucks. You know, even graded coins, you know, there are some higher dollar value ones. Those are the varieties. We'll get to that here in a moment. But single coins, okay, people are paying about $1 to $2 for each mint mark. All right, the big reason for this is collectors today who are just getting into the state quarter program, in spite of the fact that it's been over for over 10 years, they find this series to be a great pickup point in coin collecting. So there are newer coin collectors that are probably like 10 years old that weren't around when this series was going on. Okay, if you're anyone like me who had their own little trifold album and you were just putting in the coins as they were released, then, you know, you guys would understand. But people are buying singular coins to put in their albums. As you can see, here's one. Here's a beat up Wisconsin that's sold for $1.29. Throw it in a plain white envelope, and there you go. Among other things, people are selling individual proof coins too. It looks like between $2 and $5. But this is great because it'll also give us an idea of the valuation of some of the low and high leaf Wisconsin quarters. Plus, we're also going to take a look and see what those look like in case you guys haven't seen one before. They are neat. All right, so yeah, between $1 and $2. There's a 2-coin set that sold for $1.92. So that's why, you know, brilliant uncirculated, even circulated examples are selling for around $1. It's kind of crazy. I mean, you won't get rich, that's for sure, selling just a few of these a month. But in any event, actual coins are selling between $1 and $2. So because these were plentiful made, there is still a secondary market for such coins because people are assembling, even to this day, brand new album sets. All right, so that's that there. So what I wanted to do is go back into the thumbnail. Okay, this Wisconsin quarter here is actually the high leaf variety. All right, and it can best be summed up as being this extra line that you see right here. Some would say that this is a variety. However, this one I believe, and this is where the kind of controversy comes into play, that these were done intentionally. All right, so a mint engraver, you know, added this extra line right here to signify an extra leaf on this coin. Let me see if I could find a low leaf one for you, so that way you can see what it looks like. Actually, better yet, we'll go on Great Collections here. And go into Archives. Some of you will be surprised at how much the actual raw pieces are still selling for. It's kind of crazy. And we're going to take a look at some of the higher grade pieces that have sold here recently, probably the graded examples. Of course, the basis of this video is that you don't need to grade any of these coins to make money off of them. Alright, so here is the low leaf. As you can see, and I'm sorry, the actual plastic slab on this label, or this coin right here, has a few scratches. So I want you guys to make sure that you guys see this little extra engraving, which, you know, the two engraving lines curl low. That's why it's been given the name low leaf varieties. So you have the high leaf, which you have the one line that extends all the way up the corn stalk area, the leaf, and then you have this lower leaf one that just kind of hangs there. So those are the two varieties. On a normal coin, those wouldn't exist at all. So there wouldn't be that extra line hanging up. There wouldn't be the extra lines hanging low for the low leaf. Those are the coins that sell for $1 to $2. However, these varieties here, which again I believe they were intentional in nature, you can't screw up something like this and then call it a variety. It just doesn't make any sense in this particular instance. The coins have been, I remember the day that they were released, or not the day, but the kind of like the month that they were discovered. A good horde of them were actually dumped in the Texas, Arkansas area, or even maybe even Oklahoma even. So that was kind of the main concentration of these coins during its release, which is interesting. But, you know, we've endured 15 years of general circulation, so some of these are still being found today in quite circulated condition throughout the country. As a matter of fact, I've found one low leaf, which, by the way, some would speculate that it's the more common of the two. The high leaf is actually a little bit tougher to find, and subsequently a little bit more valuable in that regard. But they're still being discovered to this day, and believe it or not, the actual let's see if we can find one here. The actual this one is not a high leaf, in case you guys were wondering. There's no extra line there. It's just some sort of anomaly that someone is seeing. So here is one example of the high leaf. It's sold for one bid at $83 and then $4 shipping. All right, so it looks like that someone did a best offer or something to that effect. But, you know, this is a coin that's not graded, that has the high leaf line on there, and it's circulated too. I mean, we're not pulling wool over anybody's eyes of this being a brilliant uncirculated coin. Still sold for, you know, a good deal of money. So that's kind of cool. I like that. All right. Sorry about that. A little Pausaroonie in there, but trying to get back to the search results so we could see some more actual sales here. Yeah, I accidentally hit pause on my screencast. Ain't that something? By the way, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Is it Tuesday? Feels like it. Yeah, now my... Oh boy. Yeah. You can't take me anywhere. So yeah, we'll throw in a few graded examples in there. So you could get a Mid-State 64. Here's one for $213 for a high leaf. The low leaf variety, as you can see, there's a big price difference. You know, it's literally cut in half. This one sold for just under $100. The low leaf, again, is a little bit more common and available of a variety. Here's another low leaf. This is a 65 that's sold for a best offer, probably for $150. Here is a low and extra high leaf pair, NGC Mid-State 65 for a best offer, probably $300-ish. Here's an extra low leaf Mid-State 64. Someone paid up for at $144. And here's another low leaf. This is a 65. It's a Pop 18 for what that's worth. NGC graded for $200. So the pricing is kind of all over the place, unfortunately. But let's see if we can find a few more raw examples in here. Should be a few. Found a few, let's put it that way, but it looks like more people have the graded examples. Here's a low leaf circulated example that sold for $75 and then $5 for shipping. Yeah. Here's another low leaf for $90. As you can see, these are coins that are not graded. Whereas, you know, take a look at this NGC Mid-State 63 example below it. That's sold for $94. So the price is virtually the same, because by the time you figure in the shipping on this one of $4, you are exactly the same price. Or not exactly, we're talking in like 6 cents difference. But yeah, this is a coin, again, I've stressed enough that you don't have to grade. You don't have to grade these guys. At this point, at this juncture in the Wisconsin quarter's life, it wouldn't even make any sense to grade it just so you could make an extra $20. Here's an extra high leaf raw that sold for $79. That's kind of a pretty good deal. Here's a low leaf that sold for $69. Of course, this individual that sold these didn't buy it now, and I would venture to guess that they just want to blow them out. That's why they're priced so cheap. Here's another low leaf, sold for $51. This one's circulated. But as you can see, I mean, there is a good deal of them that are out there in the marketplace that sell between $50 and $100. I guess for both varieties. Where you're going to pay up are for the graded examples that are 65 and higher for a lot of these coins, for a lot of these varieties, rather. Like, here's a high leaf right here that sold for $70, $80 shipped. So, graded examples of the high leaf is where you're going to make the most amount of money, but it has to grade out like 65. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end it there, but you guys know what you're looking for. The Wisconsin quarter, these, by the way, are Denver minted examples. They do not exist in Philadelphia coins. Again, these are being found all across the country in pocket change, and it's a good opportunity to make some extra money, like in a huge way. Like these things right here, you know, I'm willing to bet there's probably maybe 100,000 pieces that have circulated. And that were produced by the men, maybe more. Just based on the sheer volume of these things. Oh, by the way, in case you guys were wondering, yeah, I'm not even sure if this is relevant for this video, but yeah, some of the highest graded examples that have sold in history of these varieties are right here. I'm actually on Great Collections. It's one of the better outlets to kind of go through here. But a Mid-State 67 sold in 2012 for $800. All right, and then God bless NGC, but I love these 3-coin slabs that they do. These things are awesome. But this has a regular 2004D. It's got the high and low leaf variety, and they're all Mid-State 67. This is probably one of the neatest displays I've ever seen. That's why I love NGC. They are the taster's choice of coin grading. Yeah, harken back to the good old 1980s when instant coffee was a thing. But anyways, there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It went a little bit long, but at the same time, it's pretty neat and entertaining. And it's great to see that these Wisconsin quarters still have a market and a demand 15 years after its release. Again, if you enjoyed today's content, go ahead and give me a great big like, you know. And feel free to share, subscribe. You know, your boy Sean appreciates all the support and views. And I welcome you back on the next video, whenever that may be. So you guys take care and have a great day.